So basically the whole idea of workshop is like this. How you're going to work with other people in a software project, especially it's generally do it for non-profit, they got a software project. So yeah, the technical is not here. So then again, the whole idea is so that
It's so bitter.
so the whole idea is so that so the whole idea is so that did Nani say it start at 3?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it
You
did.
just say you just talk anything first.
Okay, we're going to just use this because
Because with the YouTube live stream thing, right?
Yeah.
It has to follow a schedule, so you have 7 minutes in countdown.
what the heck is
Oh,
that?
countdown. Wow.
Of course, the countdown.
I mean, like they don't.
It's
Oh,
okay. You got already. Okay, so continue.
what? Okay. Okay, so can somebody tweet or something? Okay.
I'm putting on Facebook with your account.
It's time to.
You have the outreach. You have a lot of friends.
I know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So lah.
Then you should help me post some stuff also, right?
I help you post on Twitter.
So my name is Swee Meng, I like cat. Okay, so the whole idea of this thing is really about, in fact, you can actually, you want to help Sinar Project, it's around the same guy. So you have a project proposal, supposedly, it's the same, it's almost the same process. So we tell you like, how do you work with us? If you actually had some project proposal, somebody actually interested, how are you going to work with them? So let's say you work with, let's say you adopt an open source project because you need it for your work, for fun. It's almost the same thing except you might not start a project from scratch. So you don't decide the software license or whatever. We'll cover a bit on that, like why you need this kind of software license. It's weird that for somebody that is very free, we actually spend our time talking about license, like how to do things, how not. It's weird, but it do. But in the end of the day, it's really how to make a project survive. So, yeah. So, yes, that's the whole big idea of it now. So, surprisingly, I won't teach you how to program here. If you're interested, we plan another session one day, but now we won't be talking about how to write program. This is more about how do you work with other people, project management. So it would be useful if you know how to program. So on our hindsight, maybe we should really teach you how to program first.
What you're trying to talk about?
I'm just going to be yabbering about, sorry.
I think there's too much carbohydrates.
Yes.
Like, what I want to know is like, how do you start off with
Okay.
collaborate and
Yeah.
like how do you get the license, software?
All right.
How do you start?
Okay.
Requirement, computer, like what type of computer?
Is there any specific?
Surprisingly, it's not so much about computers, because put it this way. Besides our creative project is better than you have a project first. But a lot of the time, it's really not important to decide what operating system. So it's actually not so important to know what computer you use or what operating system you use. It's rare. Sometimes it's important, but sometimes it's not. So yeah. So in the end of the day, you don't really need to know about what computer you use because generally all computers are easily usable. I could be wrong. It's very project specific.
Sometimes some computers can't adapt to the software, like in terms of like versions of the software.
Sometimes, but not all the time. Okay, I think that some projects are meant to be run on Linux, but not on Windows. I just realized that. It's weird, but sometimes you need to specify, you need certain thing on your software. That's common, but it's as you build your first prototype, you should know what computer should be able to run. Yeah, it's one of those things as a programmer should know, because as a programmer, okay, I'm speaking as a programmer because originally when we do this, we expect some of the technical thing for other guys. I'm going to describe to you how we actually do this kind of work.
I think in general, nowadays software development is more common. Therefore, most of the laptops or PCs that we have should be able to do it in one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of effort to get it running in that sense. So unless you are talking about, I think the only thing that I thought of that is very exclusive is iOS apps.
Yeah, that is interesting case. Mobile application is a bit interesting.
So that one you have no choice but to use Mac.
Their own stuff.
Yeah. So okay, what you want to do in the end of the day, what we hope to do is that, let's say you start an open source project, it helps that the project won't die off. Because our experience is we had 1 or 2 non-profit with their own project. One of them is a city complaint app. The guy ran away without the source code. I will not say who, I will not say why, but the guy ran away without the source code. We do not know why, but I won't say who. So because we will burn a number of we will burn a lot of bridges that I'm not ready to burn yet. So having your project open source. Huh? What? Okay.
Censored.
So what happened is
You're on air now.
oh. But releasing our software source code in open on GitHub, it actually helped make sure the project is still alive one way or another. So once a project is there, at least the source code is there, people can adopt the software. People can take it, use it, and update it into something that's more usable. So that's the whole idea of collaborative. So that's one of the bonus of doing your software in a collaborative manner on GitHub and whatnot. So how? We're going to talk about license, we're going to talk about tools. So let's start. So what I think that people think about open source is, I did yeah, here you are. That's a presentation, I forget to move it over there. Okay, what I think about license is, releasing software means letting go ownership. Actually, that's not true, because once you put it, one of the things about open source is, releasing, what people always thought is, you lose your right as an owner. Actually, that's not true, because once open source software, you are the owner. So, of course, I'm admitting that it's complicated because people can fault your software, but you will remain as the original creator. You technically own the software that you create.
You can put that copyright.
Yeah. The copyright is assigned to you. So, like our last open Creative Commons talk, Open Free Culture talk, is essentially some right reserve. I own the software, but you can copy the software. You can use the software whatever you want. I don't care. More importantly, you have the right to share with your friend. So it's the for freedom. So inside also in between the different license, different way of saying, but essentially you also get the source code and you can make changes to the source code. Publish or not is another thing altogether. So releasing a software means you own it. You still own it. Once you have a copy, you own that sub copy. So that's that. So releasing software make it not secure, which also one of the common myth. So because you have all the source code means you see everything in software, so it's not secure, right? It's not so clear in a way. Put it this way, to find software defect, you usually need to do audit. All right. So in the proprietary world, you need to do it in-house. So there's no transparency. Sometimes there's company that hide their security bug for years. this case some time back. So hiding your error is not a good, hiding your software defect is not a very good way for security. Sometimes you need to hide your security stuff. For example, you don't show your password and all that. That's the standard stuff. But you don't. But source code, a good system, even with the component open up, is secure. Is generally very. It's a good thing. So provided there's a few things that you should not share. You should not share the data out. You should not share the password and all that lah. So that's the other thing lah. So in fact, opening up software make it easy for people to audit because you as a software owner, remember once you downloaded an open source free and open source software, you own the software, and with the source code available, you can request or hire people to do an audit to find security defect. In fact, a number of projects revolve around auditing the security issues, and people actually found issues and fix it. So one of the results of having the whole thing open is that it's easy to find defect, and given the severity with the source code available, someone will able to fix the defect, and it's not necessarily the owner of the software. So the recent hard-leak bug, which are pretty famous recently, is fixed by one of the big company with access to the source code. Because it's open, you just fix it now. So, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty unsafe that it's open and that just about anybody can come in. They can.
Well, it's actually
they don't need to fix, so they can like do other things.
Well, you put it this way. If a bug is severe enough, people will fix it because it impacts business.
Can they create a bigger bug?
No, a bug is essentially a defect that is not covered by the previous. So
they can also create. If anybody has access to the source code, they can create an even worse thing.
So that's what's another thing. So put it this way, okay, a bug is really not something you create, it's something you form. It's actually it's actually code that is not written properly. It's condition in the program that is not covered properly, one way or another. It can be outdated condition, it can be something that we didn't foresee at the time. That's essentially what a bug is. It's a defect that is a
defect. Can it be made worse?
Actually, it's in contrary.
Yeah.
An open source project is an open project, and everybody can see it. So if anybody find a security problem with it, they can help to fix it or at least report it.
Yeah.
And because the code is public, so nobody can put in like purposely engineered malicious code inside.
Yeah.
Because the code is open. That's why open source code is in a way is safer.
Yeah. So it's open to audit. Everyone can fix it. Company with big resource will fix the code, and it actually happened once. I think Hardly is fixed by Google guys, right? Was it? I think discovered, yes, but even then there's a black box testing. It's not an open testing.
If they don't decide to fix it, is there anything else?
Yeah, too bad. In fact it's pretty bad in a way because having the source code open is not a guaranteed way to make the software secure, but it helps a lot because I can tell you proprietary software have that many insecurity issues as well. Because a big number of security issues that is reported and that is used in the wild is targeted toward Windows Server proprietary software. In fact, if you use WordPress for your blog, recently there is a security, they keep finding security issues. It makes it easy to find, it makes it fast to fix. So that's as you see, even though WordPress is open source, it's open, but it's not a guaranteed way to make it bug-free. It just makes it easy for people to find and fix it fast.
It's just two different models of doing
Yeah,
things.
correct.
But we believe the more transparent way is the better way. Just like government hiding all the information, for example, and you can't audit the government.
So, any question one on that? Okay, so the next myth is our code is ugly. Oh my god, it's ugly, I don't want people to see my shit. It's humiliating. So my advice here is learn to code better. Or, here's a better one, have a thick face because your code will be ugly. I know my code is ugly, so my face is very thick as a result. But here's the positive thing, you learn from them. That's more important to me because I believe people are smarter than me. So I believe they have something to teach me. If they show me a better way to do something, I will take it, I will learn from it. So that's my way of thinking lah. So you guys lah. I find it's hard. So my advice for this is learn, but okay, I'm pretty much on that lah. So the last two is I just need to feel the slide. But the last one is actually valid for certain things because in a proprietary team, some of the open source tools technique is actually hard in a few ways. One is the tools they got burned with some bad tools in the past. I actually personally worked with a team in one of my last job, in-house team, which do not use proper tools, even in-house, because even though some of these tools are open source, are meant to be used in a very open manner. So tools like version control, the issue tracker and all that is actually very useful in-house. And one of the things that what I think about, but the problem is previously they got burned with some very bad tools. So in some case, the version control system that previously used SourceSafe is very bad. Nobody likes to use it. So they decided that version control tools is bad, for example. So it's hard. So these tools are genuinely hard, but it's get better. I think they should learn from it. So it's still a valid concern. Maybe not open source, but it's something that it's a journey that we have to learn lah. So let's say you have this project. Let's say you finally learn to write program. It solves your problem, your little problem, right? So why you want to release it? It's essentially come back to this lah. If your stuff is useful, people will help you. Arguably a lot of the open source projects are abandoned halfway. That's common. But if very useful people help you, if you decide to help open source project, people help you to help you, help them. It's weird, but it's true. So it's about getting help. You can suggest improvement. In fact, this is what we do. Me and the Sinar team actually help a project on Github for a project called Puppet. Puppet is our next generation people database, but there is cases that don't handle very well for us. So we actually suggest our use case and how to do stuff. So we actually do that. So that project is a bit rare because there's always a new better one, but the option is always there lah. So the last one is actually transparency from code. So this is also a very interesting perspective. Remember the thing I said before? You can actually, when you open source a code, you still keep ownership. Releasing it in open is a guaranteed way to confirm that you did it. Because every version control tool actually has a paper trail of what you do, what you cannot do. You can't trick your way out. During the SEO and Linux lawsuit, they claim that certain code is stolen somewhere, claimed by the legal team, the opposite legal team. It is the paper trail that on the
trail. What?
paper trail as in paper trail, really.
Paper trail.
Okay.
What?
Paper trail is a general word.
Okay. Straight to the please.
Paper trail is not a technical term.
Never mind, it's not familiar with the word.
Okay, a paper trail is a way to leave tracks of what you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that kind of paper trail.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Paper trail.
Records.
So the version control system will keep track of what I have done. So from the record inside the version control system, they can dispute certain thing inside that lawsuit. So it goes to the point. When you release a project in open, in a very public place, there's evidence that you created it, you owned it, you started the project, etc. So it's a good way to ensure that you own the project lah. But provided you actually write the program lah. But that's another thing altogether.
So what is SCO Linux policy?
It's a very old lawsuit that we got this company that claims an open source project infringes the patent. It's a very old lawsuit. It's a cool test case, but yeah. So let's start with license. Okay, forget about this word. So there's generally two types of license in open source world. You got the GPL and the like, and that is like the whole free software license. So essentially, they give you the four freedom. Freedom to share, use your software, freedom to share your software, freedom to fix your software, understand your software. And here's the most important thing. Every changes that you make should be given back to the creator of the software. You need to publish it. So essentially you write a software, you publish it under the GPL license. Everyone else that use your software have this right, and here's the important one. If someone did some changes to your software, you must get it back. People cannot keep the changes to themselves. Okay, they do not need to give it back to you, but they need to publish it. So any changes that they did, they need to publish it. Once you publish it, you can incorporate, technically it means you incorporate the software. So that's essentially what GPL is. Some people are, then there's AGPL which for certain other thing, but generally the whole idea is this. You get everything, and every changes other people must be published and to public. So there's no other choice.
And wait, then the copyright belongs to
Creator. It's your project. Let's say you put it in GPL, you own it. And here's the thing about open source licenses. You do not need permission. You do not need permission to use it. Create a project, put in the text, you're pretty much guaranteed to have that. Okay, you can have a commercial version yourself, nobody stops you. But other people that use your software must give back all the changes. No choice. So this actually started in the 1980s. This to guarantee the freedom of the user. It's not commercial friendly, by the way, but it's not commercial friendly. But it's good for the public. I can tell you it's good for the public because everybody gets back changes and all that. So the knowledge are guaranteed to be kept.
I think that's
I'm not a fan of Openness.
Why it's not commercial friendly? What do you do?
Okay, put it this way. Not everyone want their software, want changes to open source software to be published out because they do not want their competitor to know their stuff. Changes. Let's say you implemented a cool algorithm.
But it's like something like Linux kernel is under GPL too. So like routers, makers.
Which actually gets sued a few times because they do not release the source code for their changes. So I mean, you can make money out of it. People that releases GPL can make money out of it. Not a problem. A lot of people. So people can still make money out of it. Just that.
I think it's the idea of intellectual property.
Yeah.
So for a company to surrender that, a lawyer would not like it.
Correct.
I mean, a lawyer would say, oh yeah, sure, you can make it open source, surrender your IP to the public. I think the CEO would be freaked out.
Correct. It's not, the people are not ready for it, but for public, if you want to use it for the public, it's very useful. It's very good because it guarantees the knowledge to be kept in the public, to be used by everyone. So to me, it choose your poison. It's a choose your poison scenario. I think it's not a bad thing for public, but on the other hand, I understand why companies do not want to.
Companies are selective, like
Correct.
My company, we also have quite a big portion of code in the public, but there are some very important ones.
Yeah.
You really don't know what your competitors do. Just slide.
Correct.
No, it's not really about hard work.
Spend money on it or research.
Yeah.
The secret sauce.
Yeah.
They talk about everything.
Yes.
But
it's
yeah.
still a competitive world.
Correct. But in the hand, people did make money out of it. So it's not a problem. Router makers uses silicon with the changes, publish it up, but they sell routers. So that's arguable. Database company released the stuff in GPL, some of it, not a big chunk of it in GPL, in this kind of license. They make money from support. So it goes back to the commercial operation that I described just now. So a company can use GPL in their project, but then it might be better than rethink their business models. In the end of the day, service models make a lot of money. So that's that. So to say it's not commercial friendly, it's a bad word, but not all companies willing to release all the stuff out there. Sure. Then there is, individual license. So this is what I described just now. So Apache actually do something like this. GPL is one. GPL is a bit crazy. They got a number of these, but generally,
Apache is open source.
Oh,
It's not GPL.
it's slightly different. Okay. Yeah.
What's the difference between GPL and Apache?
No, it's actually the terms. A lot of it is the terms. It's a term of the license. I put it wrong. That's my mistake. I'm sorry.
Actually, there's a very diverse definition of open source.
Yeah.
So every single different open source license defines a different scope of
But
of rights and stuff.
don't confuse over free software license and open source license. They are totally considered quite different in nature.
Yeah. So they are attribution license. You essentially say do everything you want. I don't care. Just attribute all your stuff to me. What?
No, that is only certain part of the BSD.
Okay. Go on.
No,
It's
actually-
your right.
Okay, it's like every country they have similar acts act on certain things, but they do sometimes certain clauses are a bit different.
Yeah.
So let's say we talk about maybe even let's say the Sedition Act. So Malaysia is different from UK. UK
Yeah.
doesn't have mediating, and it's different from Singapore. And even though the spirit, maybe the overall essence, the overall thing can be there, but in details there's still fine lines of difference.
Yeah.
Because everyone created certain license to cater their needs.
Yeah.
Even though nowadays we have several mainline licenses, but the reason why we have not several and not one is because internally there's certain
Yeah.
things.
So in short, there is one that actually guarantee you to share your software in any way. For these guys, a lot of it is really about do anything I own the software. You can use my software. Do anything you want. Do anything you want. We welcome changes, but you do not need to publish it. Because this actually comes from university. So university grant do not, while they serve public interest, but they also make it like company should able to do whatever they want with money coming from the grant from the National Science Foundation in the United States. So which is why they have this kind of clause which they do not mandate contribute back, but essentially they exist.
The attribution license is the same as having.
I call it attribution license there. I define these two types, but license essentially, for this one, attribution is mandatory. The other one also attribution mandatory, but also have a few other things.
But this is same as having like a copyright license. So, I mean like attribution to attribute the creator, right, to get it recognition.
Well, actually,
So
all
it's the
software
same
license, all software license is actually copyright.
So
Yeah.
this.
Software is actually copyrighted.
The BSD, if I'm not wrong, BSD doesn't require attribution.
No, the old BSD.
You just take and you just use.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, they changed that since
There's
when?
a clause. How many clause BSD?
Okay, I only know the 3 clause BSD.
There's a simplified one.
Yeah. But okay, each license has different clause, right? But essentially, it's doing to these two types. You got GPL license that guarantee the full right. You got open source license which talk about the source code only. Then you got this license where essentially do anything you want, but just don't claim ownership of it, attribute the original owner or whatnot.
Some of them are very free.
Yeah.
Some of them will protect the copyright.
Yeah.
Some of them is what we call the copy lab, it's a little bit viral.
Yeah.
The GPL stuff like yes.
It's actually something like food, where Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore trying to do. So it's like we have several different types of food where you can claim copyrights, like Coke, secret sauce where you really don't know what it is. But certain things like char kway teow is really common where nobody claims. Somehow someone started it, but just let everyone be. So you can claim it, right? Because until now we don't know who is the further. There could be something like someone started a kind of food.
It's not my laptop.
Special brew.
I use LastPass.
We know that person, we know that company.
I don't want him to access LastPass.
Be on it.
So there are many different types of copyrights in that sense.
Ta-da!
With MIT,
Yeah, put it this way.
So MIT
Name
come
of
up with their own
license.
license also.
Yes, that's a lot of license. That's a lot of license.
it's a lot of license.
Yeah, so this is quite a short one to read.
Yeah.
So you can see that the second line it says copyright, the year and the person. Then the permission to use it. It's a very brief, simple license.
So it's really like you can do anything you want. I don't care, but give me back my attribution.
Companies might like Apache too because
Yeah.
it protects the company.
Yeah. So
So
definitely.
it's slightly longer.
But-
and the BSD one that we just mentioned is very brief. It's like take it and use do whatever you want.
Yeah. So BSD you man use license is like so these are do anything you want from these. But essentially a lot in the end the thing behind all these licenses is about release of source code and what you can do and cannot do with it. So in this case, instead of I own everything, don't even touch anything, this is my thing, keep secret, don't show to anyone, don't do changes, hack it, I send you to jail, etc. This is like pretty much they slightly different, but it's involved around I release a source code, here's what you can do with it, here's what you cannot do with it. Each is different, but yeah, it's open source is surprisingly complicated, but in the end of the day, it's these licenses that actually guarantee some of the rights to the user. So at least it actually, instead of telling you, don't touch our source code, don't hack our stuff, or whatever, it's like, here's what it is and do whatever you want.
You also provide a contract for people who contribute, they know how to deal with it.
Yeah, it's a contract to help people, to do contributor. So yeah, any question about license, I'll go to tools because I go to a bit too fast.
I think in general, for layman, we can ignore the various versions of licenses because I think the effort of understanding all the licenses and to choose one, it takes a long duration perhaps.
Yeah.
So some people just started without having any license.
Usually,
of course, people criticize it.
Usually I start my first few lines with ESD license because you haven't written a lot of things yet. You feel that take it whatever. If you want it, just take it. I don't care because it's a very small amount of code, so I just give it BSD. So then, as it progresses, you feel that you want more protection. You might look into deeper licenses. But the BSD is good to start.
So you name it when you write the program. You name it which one you want to use the license.
Because all the software comes with a license file. Just like when you install Windows, you have a end user license agreement as well. But not too sure whether you click it too quick.
It's something that a lot of lines, I agree. Then usually you just say, I agree.
Like even your Android phone, right? If you go to the systems part, there's this part called the licenses. You can actually view all the components and the licenses that I think they mentioned it really clearly. Yeah, people don't read it.
Then it's way too long because every single small component got one license.
So this is our Bill Watcher license by this guy. Who is this guy? I don't know.
This
So this is our Bill Watcher, source code for our Bill Watcher. So these have our license lah. Actually, I don't want to show you license right now because The next one is actually about.
It's a GPL because Bill Watcher has no commercial value.
But it's also guaranteed that we get everything back. So next thing about is to talk about tools, alright? So TLDR, GitHub. So those days, too long didn't read. Too long didn't read.
In summary, it's
Yeah, it's a key term.
It's a nerd.
It's a nerd term. It's something in the geek culture. When you say TLDR, means so you write a very long article, and you do not feel like reading, spending 15 minutes to read it. Then you say, okay, TLDR, it means
Too long didn't read.
so I'll give you a one-line summary. So that's a TLDR.
So if you find the first 3 lines too long to read, you read the last one.
Yeah.
Read the last one. Just use it.
So essentially, what happened is, those days, long time ago, software collaboration is hard. It's hard, alright? Nowadays, software collaboration, our collaboration software development is easy. You have website, you have all these, alright? Those days, maybe 5 years, 10 years ago, there's no central place. There's no good central place for you to look at one project. Version control is on one side, ticket is on another, download is on another, and the site is ugly like hell. And not to mention that who did what, I don't know. Nobody. So your contribution is not easily shown. So here's the thing about collaboration tool nowadays. Unfortunately, GitHub already have everything. GitHub have everything already set up, so it's essentially a version control. So you keep track of what is the last changes. This is what I tell you just now. What version control provide. Version control provide you with finding out the changes of what is done. So this is the patch. This is what we call the patch. So this is actually the changes. What is changed? Who contributed? Me. Yes, I'm the panda. By the way, this photo is not. I don't think it's actually in Creative Commons. It's still. So.
Go for some beef.
So version control where so they actually like put it. What is the branch? Branch is. Then this one don't have. This one don't have. This one don't have ticket.
Commits up.
What?
Commits.
Where?
Go for the first one. Left. Down. Left.
So update with me. So this is a ticketing system. So a ticket is essentially this. Update documentation setting to update. So this is a ticket. What we call a ticket is actually entry into an issue tracker. Issue tracker is really just that. It tracks issues of the software.
Like you have a complaint making. You want to make a complaint to TNet.
Yeah.
On internet, so you will create a ticket. So that's what you call the ticket.
So in this case, each ticket. So in this case, GitHub provides you with source code hosting, version control, a place for version control, and who did what, and more importantly, like all the things that I fixed are reference to a ticket. So then I know who fixed this problem, for example.
Yeah, and one thing about open source, you don't have to be a developer to contribute.
Yeah.
Like I use Firefox. I do not know how to write C++ code.
Okay.
Right? But when it doesn't behave in a way like on Windows 8, some of the buttons are very funny. So you can actually go to Firefox website, file a ticket, tell them that, hey, I'm using this Windows version, this is my spec, this is the screen size I'm using, and this is not working.
Yeah, let me see right there.
So they know.
Yeah.
They know what to do. So as a user itself, you can also contribute.
Yeah, I tried to find some cool project from Mozilla. They are created of Firefox. I don't think
Go Mozilla.
Huh?
Go Mozilla, show them the bugs.
Oh, yeah, Mozilla. UOBE, sorry.
Bugzilla.
Mozilla is the old one. It's the original.
To me, it's very PD.
People are still using it. What?
They're so sad.
So you can follow up search.
Yeah, so and the good thing, I mean, the open source model comparing with the closed source approach, this one you can also have an access to other bugs that people found. So you know, oh, okay, some other people are having the same problem too, and they say, hey, you can visit this. But like many other commercial software, what he shared, what he created, you might not know, right? You might not know this user is having the same problem too.
So okay, so this is a good example. Add bookmark to right click menu to update. So this is an end user. It's your type of problem. You're describing what's the problem. I want to add a right click bookmark, right click menu to update bookmark to current page. So then so what you get is you get status. Won't fix means not unconfirmed. So
No, won't fix it. Won't fix it.
Like you see, it's a 2008 bug, you know what I mean?
yeah, but it means you can actually do this. Let me find some cool one.
Don't check the unconfirmed lah. Solve the status.
Also, this is the way how you can contribute to open source project.
Yeah.
Without knowing how to code.
Yeah. So if you use Firefox, this is a good place to go.
Improve tech browsing.
So that's why open source is safer and better in a way. It's yeah, because you help to fix your problem.
What the hell?
That is only if you have
I
Mozilla.
don't think bookmark has so much bugs lah.
Yeah.
What is it? It only for Firefox.
But you get the idea lah.
Yeah.
Why is it only Firefox?
No. Most project have it.
Because like I do.
Most project have it. It's just that.
Using Chrome, is it?
Because Firefox at one time is like lagging and like half
Yeah.
of it's
Chrome
almost
also.
has stopped
Chrome don't have.
Chromium.
But
Chromium.
I think it's in Google Code.
Yeah,
I think so.
Chromium bug.
Chrome.
I don't mind.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay, wow.
But theirs is very simple, just report the problem.
Yeah. No, essentially, I tell you this now. If you happen
But
to,
is easier to use. Not this one. This one is a very terrible interface.
yeah.
They are figuring out.
They are fixing Google.
Okay, because they use Google Chromium stuff will answer with Chrome. So I'll try to show you here, but it's
But it's a very similar idea lah.
Yeah. So you have problem, you use open source software, you have problem, you can file about. That's how we help the project lah.
Chrome is not an open source project. Chromium.
No, they're based on
The
open source
base
project.
is open source, but they put in a lot of their proprietary elements on top of it.
Just like your Android itself is open source.
But
The Samsung one is not lah.
Yeah. So yeah. So point, GitHub actually provide a lot of these things. Issue tracker, version control. I go back to Sinar. Where? Actually, where's the ticket? Where's the ticket?
The site.
I can't scroll on the side. How to scroll?
Why does it use the term for, from, blah, blah, blah?
Okay, so what happened is,
Where? There's a little for.
no, actually think of it as a tree.
It's a tree.
A software version is a tree.
Okay.
So it's essentially like this. I like to draw, so
Branching.
Oh, the branch of the
Yeah.
branches that I get it.
Branch is yours, but fork is
Yeah.
an copy.
So this is your software version. Then if nothing changes, you go here, right? But unfortunately, from here then you do another changes, another idea lah. So this is called a fork.
Oh.
So you can think your software version is like a tree. Then this is one version, this one version.
It's a branch.
Yeah. So it's actually a branch.
You want to draw the Linux?
Huh?
You want to draw the Linux?
So
But-
fork means like it branch out. To
Yeah, correct.
But to a different
Yeah.
Different
project, consider.
Different
Yeah.
projects.
Okay.
So duplicate
Different version lah.
Duplicated.
we duplicate a new
What are the notables?
and you start
Unix lah.
and you progress by yourself lah.
Yeah.
I mean, for them
It's nothing
things
to
that
do.
they do.
The
Yeah. So
Do you use OpenOffice?
no.
The free office.
But you heard about it?
I've tried before.
Yeah, so OpenOffice, there's also a fork 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, because then after Oracle, this company, they
Yeah.
bought all the IP of Sun.
Yeah.
They also acquired OpenOffice.
Mm.
So the contributors decided to do a fork, and they created another new product called LibreOffice. Yeah, LibreOffice. So it's actually was originally from the same tree, but it's create a new one, and the whole group of developers they moved to this project instead. So this one, Oracle have to go hire their own guys.
So if not too evil, it's open source project. So if somebody acquired your project, it won't die just there.
The people could just fork it
Yeah.
and continue elsewhere.
Oh wow.
Then
So
the earlier version
Yeah, the
You switch to a new version lah.
not necessarily that, because
The flow is
there will still be people who want to
somebody
stay
actually
here.
taking care of this.
Yeah, because this project actually are big projects, there will still be people who will contribute.
But most forks there remains compatible. So my patches from here can be put to the original, what we call the upstream. And upstream changes can be pulled from to the new fork.
So like it's sync lah.
Why you here?
It's not exactly.
It's possible. You already know GitHub.
Possibly the code can be shared, but not always.
Yeah,
But depends on the group.
Because the design changed a lot, and it's very difficult.
It's not auto lah. It has to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some work lah.
You need to practice some form of self-control.
Yeah, but put it this way, you can keep track of it lah. You can form your own project if there's disagreement. I don't recommend it, but you can do it.
Well, maybe we can talk about like just like English. English is actually a form of Latin.
No, there's no American English.
Not Latin.
Well,
There's no American English or British English. There's English and there's mistakes.
Form of Latin.
Okay.
Wait lah.
It's not Latin. It's
It's Germanic.
It's Germanic. It's a.
Germanic.
Okay, Germanic.
Okay, so the point of the whole thing of the collaboration with tools is it's already there, all right? So I showed GitHub for our existing project. So everything is there. The source code is already there. We can keep track of contributor.
Show the people.
yeah,
Show the power.
I already showed them the div. So this is the source code. They already provide the source code. They already provide the tools called Git later. Then I'll show you the Git later. Then we can show the HTML key. I have no idea what is this.
Depends here from which country.
So changes by who? Oh, interesting. This guy changed stuff.
He changed a lot of things.
Damn.
Who is that?
A random contributor.
Yeah.
Long.
Long
is my.
awesome. Okay. So
Is he still contributing these days?
No, he's contributing write-ups and stuff. Easy stuff.
Still doing
occasionally, yeah, not all the time.
Bill Watcher. We don't have many projects.
Very good.
But for Bill Watcher, he's actually submitted quite a few of pull requests.
he works in my company from my same team, but I'm not aware that he's contributing to Sinar.
So
Something new.
So the point being, we can keep track of changes. Remember I told you just now, when people contribute changes, we can keep track of it. We can see the patch. This is what I want to show you just now. We can show who contributed. So you go to
Don't click away. Let me tell the guy, hey, you're featured now.
You're live now.
open source. Power open source.
And bragging rights.
So okay, I can click already, right? So then you can see all the things that he do. Oh, this
Oh,
guy.
see, got picture.
Yeah.
You better take this.
Swimming must like that.
So the point is, with modern collaboration tool like GitHub, people get contribution. You can have look at the changes, source code hosting, the git status, etc. So make it very easy for people to actually contribute issue. Yeah, it's still very source code centered.
Yeah.
Which I say make friend a programmer, but it's still a website that make it very easy for you to find out. To know what's the problem, how to solve the problem and whatnot lah. So nowadays the collaboration tools are easy compared to those days. So we try and say you want to help open source project, you want to start one, just use GitHub. Really, there's of course others, but for you guys, GitHub is a good place for you to explore to see what kind of project you can use on. So I don't think it's useful for you guys yet. It's just cool. Project page, Windows project page. Actually, we have project page.
Maybe go into further.
Super opinionated.
So this is a project page I need to update.
What you want to do?
So it's just like that.
Yeah. But it provides a project hosting for web page. It used to be hard to do.
I think the best place to understand the project is develop the Trello board.
Yeah, Trello board.
You have a public one, right?
Oh yeah, I should show Trello board after this. Any question you want to ask before I go on? Okay, ask man, by all means, before I go on. Because the next one is, I already tell you everything just I want to say here so I think you can start with question. Yeah. What? You're a programmer, you already know.
What?
You're a programmer, you already know.
Actually, things you mentioned, Jerry and project management,
Yeah.
they are not really a subset of open source. Not entirely that thing, but a lot of people in open source learn.
She's Sinar? No. Do you have it?
Do you have like
No.
a job description
Google it,
of
just Google it.
someone who
Sinar Project.
like if as a non-technical person want to work with an NGO to open an open source software to share like what you all do, like human rights thingy or whatever, then how do I get started with that? I have to get the license first. I still have to go through that
No.
process, or just
I think the license is
Don't worry too much about license first. In fact, it's easy to start when it's actually easy to start. Okay, actually, this way the thing is it's easier to start with creating a project on GitHub.
start with that.
Yeah, then file some issue that file ticket, what you want to solve. Then from the issue, then convert it into project, convert it into people, something that people can build on top of it. Which I said, GitHub is I think that's the easiest way for you to start. Then as you learn along, then you can add stuff on your own.
The question is, should we start with learning the languages?
Yeah. Right. Which is why on hindsight, you should actually learn to program first.
Yeah, there are some a lot of initiatives going on these days.
Yeah.
There's this one that they target on female. What's the name again? Yeah, the Rails girls.
Yeah.
The what?
Rails girls.
In fact, I'm going to show you right now.
Rails.
That's a coding project.
Shermin and what's another name?
Yeah.
Women and Shermin, they are.
code equality.
They are very active to
Yeah.
teach.
Go, ladies, go, guys,
Go.
ask your female friend, then go.
The Facebook page of theirs will be more updated.
Correct.
So follow their Facebook.
Yeah. Rails Girl KL.
They teach you programming.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Rail.
In Ruby on Rails, but I don't care. These guys teach you, go to learn. The Python guys, they did not do a good job. The only thing we're good at is ask for support.
It's your own perception.
Your name.
Okay.
It's your own opinion.
Yes.
it's okay later. I carry a banner and say.
We have over thousands of Python user group users.
I know,
and
I
you're
know,
still
I know.
ranting like, we're still minority in Malaysia.
I think the Java is a good example.
Okay. But on hindsight, we should really teach you to program first, because our original target group is people that already, for some reason, joining work with non-profits, so our partners actually. But for some reason, the developers of our partners do not use version control, do not release the source code, and whatnot. So on hindsight, I didn't realize that it's you guys are here. So maybe we should actually teach you guys program first in the future before you should do this lah. So now we know, right? Good.
But perhaps I think also one thing interesting that we can explore is that most of the time programmers are programmers and
Yeah.
they do bad program management. Not. Okay, that's really opinionated. but one thing is that in a lot of projects and side projects, we actually need a lot of non-technical people to actually ensure the project will be
Create
successful.
your own source.
Yeah, but in fact, there's another thing that can help us in Sinar Project, for example, is actually tools. If you look at our Build Watcher website, if you have an idea of what we need to add on our Build Watcher website, I'll create a ticket.
Yeah. If you find a bug,
Yeah.
you just tell us.
Yes. In fact,
If I go there.
If you go there, of course.
yeah. So if you go to
If you don't go there, you tell us why you don't go there.
yeah.
That's also a feedback.
Actually, there's no awareness. I mean,
No.
no reason for people that
Yeah.
So how do you counter that?
No. Then that's another project altogether. That's another thing
It's not
altogether.
about marketing.
Yeah. So today is collaboration tools, not marketing. But
Actually, Bill Watcher.
Build Watcher, haha.
You're interested in Bill Watcher.
Right? This guy.
Oh, these are the
That's kind.
these are the things that you guys share.
Yeah. These are running application. We have a few. This is the longest running one.
Oh, sure, it's one of them.
Huh?
Are you sure you don't want to help?
Yeah.
Actually, just to continue with your part of the question, perhaps coding is not the only answer. Project manage can encompass a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
I think this is opinionated, but I think is true. Is that just now I think mentioned quite a amount of things like most of the projects not much tickets inside because there's no one watching over, no one project manage it.
Yeah.
And not much people actually encourage people to actually participate in making things better. So there's a lot of people who ready to dare to write code, but the fellow also don't know what to write. So there's a lot of non-technical people that can actually be involved in actually making the things successful.
So instead,
Suggestions, ideas.
correct. So I think you should, So I think creating ticket is easiest for you guys for now.
But if in creating tickets, it's like, I can't just simply create ticket. If I see what is that, so what do you expect from these people? What kind of tickets do you expect?
No, actually, don't worry about that. Our expectation is really just this. If you have a problem, so let's say logo is missing, layout lari.
So first you must draw people, those people want to use this, right? It's down
Interesting.
right? So like
Build Watcher.
if they want to find around Bangla and then they go here for instance,
So-
and then they suddenly find that they cannot download or whatever, then
Correct.
right? So
How's actually user
just
of
draw people
I think
there
we
to
should-
find
but-
stuff.
Build Watcher is a very usable
Yeah, it's
software.
really good. Yeah, I just noticed. If you should find out
You should add GA
Ideally,
for
you can put any
to add GA on that.
things you want to put in the issue as an issue. Then the gatekeeper will actually
If-
label it in different categories.
Yeah.
It's a feature request, means it's a new thing.
Correct.
It's not bad. It could be a bug fix, which is something it's not as expected. Therefore, so someone will actually manage the tickets.
Yeah, in fact, what I would do for project for you is when people file a ticket, one thing is I will ask question. In fact, believe it or not, a lot of software development is not about writing code. It's about asking question. What did you do? What browser do you use? Where do you access a website? etc. So it's a lot about communication, believe it or not. So it's asking like, okay, I see it. What do you expect to see from here? Then we decide on this. Then a lot of it is, as I say, communication. It's really a lot about communication. So for you guys, it can be like when people actually have a suggestion, expand Bill Watcher to cover law. So then that's a ticket. Then me as someone might actually go there and see good idea, how, not so, or maybe it can be something like the edgy side is hard to scrape, maybe along the way. Point is, it's about communication, believe it or not. So
Someone could just play a more like a business analyst or project owner role.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to be a coder.
Yeah.
To say you can add this kind of feature, that kind of feature.
So yeah.
That the aspect of that coding part. Part,
Yeah.
Then being a user, contribute this part.
Yeah. In fact, I think maybe we should have a beta program. not for our project. Beta project. Testing.
Oh, beta.
No, the software itself is a beta project.
That's not it. Open source project is always
No,
beta.
I don't think it's just about bug fixing. I think it's about
Features.
Content.
understanding what people want.
Yeah.
It could be a bug, it could be a feature, it could be
Correct.
an improvement.
But by having users to use it, we can get feedback.
Yeah.
But the thing is, no
You have to
user is
promote.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah, so maybe you can contribute by being a marketing guy.
Marketing
Yeah.
Like for
strategy.
example, right? Because you talk
But
about hey,
actually a lot of marketing people is good at marketing, but like lawyers, they're not good at marketing also.
Yes.
So
I
they
know.
only know how to do it law,
So shall we?
Connections with people that helps.
Yeah. So you just help each other.
So I don't think I'm going to cover Git. Do you want to see how Git works or something? If not,
I think you showed the
Where's your command line?
website already.
Oh, no Git command.
very show command.
Huh?
You know, you show them
The interface very
you show
nice.
source tree lah.
You don't have to
use the
show
UI
them,
lah. Use UI lah. Use UI lah.
No, okay. Then GitHub already done.
Yeah,
GitHub
GitHub
already
is
done. Issue tracker I already covered, right? Do you understand what the ticket I showed you just now? Guys, just now? Great. Pull request. Okay.
Yeah. It's actually not a open source thing.
Yeah. No, because it's about collaboration. Ticket is a way to collaborate. Issues. I want to show you guys pull request. Do you want to? Yeah, here you are. Close. Go ahead and close one. Pull request is essentially like this. Let's see.
So in general, the entire flow is someone file a ticket, then someone will assign a ticket, or before the person assign, maybe the person will categorize the ticket first. So those that the person think that it should be done, you assign the person to do it. Then the person will open and do it if the person wants to do it. Then after that, after the person close it, the person will submit a review, which is called pull request.
Yeah.
Then someone will approve it.
So
Then
this,
after that, you merge the main.
yeah. So pull request is what people actually tell us. Okay, I have these changes for this kind of thing, and this is my changes. This is all my changes.
Your changes.
Your changes.
It's obviously your face.
Then this is what I change. So pull request is essentially telling me that can you take my changes? And this is what I fix, this is how I do it. So this is a pull request. So this is how people in GitHub collaborate lah.
So this is one of the example where you tell people it's my change, but that is stated clearly who changed it.
Damn it. I forget. Okay, so just now is all code collaboration. Alright. So one thing we learn outside of code about collaboration is people like to use WhatsApp. One thing about WhatsApp is it's phone only.
It's what?
It's phone. It's mostly phone only thing.
Yeah.
Collaboration tool need a bit more to communicate among teams. Unfortunately, this page I do not know how to use. I do not know how to show up. We actually use a thing called Slack, except I don't remember the login password. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys later. Right now. I know that on apps switch already.
No.
Wait let me get. Okay, see ya, man. You need to log in. It's chat room and more. Oh, you got something happening 3:30 here. Oh. Wait, let me get my login. I want to show you guys how we that's what we use, because I do not know whether that's the best way or not.
Please don't show random channel.
Oh.
Is it RC?
No. We use Slack, but we're not ready.
Oh, you say Slack now?
We are not ready to show to everyone yet.
Why? Got some funny stuff.
No. The problem is registered under sinarproject.org. I do not know how to add guests and all that.
And some channels are not safe because we have something like financial discussion and things.
Yeah.
We don't want to take that public.
Yeah.
But some we won't.
Yeah, some of them might. I'm going to show you.
Two-factor locking.
Oh.
Yeah. I got password. I got password on my password.
In general, it's like WhatsApp. There's no because WhatsApp now is already there's a web version.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but I didn't.
WhatsApp web is not actually web. It's actually synchronized from the phone.
Yeah.
So it's not technically a web version.
No, I mean from the UI perspective.
Yeah. But your phone still requires to be log in and have a proper internet access. It's actually synchronized from your phone to your computer.
I think they want to.
That's why they don't do it on Apple.
Skype, let it Skype and then Viber.
You can sync.
They add a lot of things like now you can make calls.
Yeah.
Viber actually I don't like this service drawing. Yeah, this one. Okay, I tried once or twice on WhatsApp. But the thing is, on the computer, it's like it's actually disturbing. I mean, you always scroll your phone, then when you're working, then you want to chat on the Slack.
Okay, it's not two tools, right? So one of the things we like about Slack, is so there's integration with these are automated tools to show issues. It's not important to you guys. I try to find something. Doesn't show random.
What's that?
So this is our digital rights project, so you can see what people do and whatnot. So, and more importantly, one of the things that WhatsApp I didn't know do very well is actually search for issue. For example, PGP. So you can keep track of what people does and whatnot. So here's the thing about proper collaboration tools, communication tools. There's actually useful one is you should be searchable. Which is why sometimes I don't like Google Hangout. Google Hangout is not that great for collaboration with the team. Facebook chat, it's not easy to search now. So here you have a central point for you to find what is what. So it's easy for you to search who said what, and there's integration. There's actually proper integration.
You can check it.
Yeah. So a good collaboration tool, a good communication tools, it's not just about talking. Okay. In this case, you do a lot more. You can do stuff like documents. You can attach documents. You can group by different communication topic. Okay, it sounds very obvious, but a lot of people don't do that well. So a lot of people that we collaborate with actually just use WhatsApp, which is actually very hard to communicate. You can't find out what did I do, what did I post, what he said yesterday.
Again, it's not meant for that. It's meant for current stuff. I mean, and then just forget about it.
Yeah, but
Sometimes like one
Yeah.
In 1000, you think what? I'm gonna read all those things.
Yeah.
Just done.
Yeah.
This should be
Usually
more
just
easy.
leave it.
No,
So-
I just like okay, open
Cannot
and then
see.
close. Then the 1000 doesn't just.
Okay.
So one of the things that I do is actually silent, so I just like but that's not the point. The point is a good communication tools between team, right? One thing we want to do collaborate between team is actually proper communication tools. So email is not so bad. Email with Gmail is not so bad because it's searchable. Google Group is not searchable. I know people don't like email. But it's generally you can keep track of who did what. That's
Yeah,
important.
people don't like email. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They don't respond to it.
So-
But they respond on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Just like
I think people like real-time communication. I think people like real-time communication, but you do not need real-time communication. Believe it or not, you do not need real-time communication.
Yeah, sometimes you need to trace that. There's no trace.
Yeah.
Emails are quite real time.
No, you can.
Not real time.
No, it's optional. Real-time optional.
There is PP one.
Yeah,
Email
correct.
is instant.
But if you don't know how
So-
Okay.
One shot. I did that one.
So here's the point now. A good communication tool should be a good communication tool should be okay. It's not here. I forget to add it. It should be searchable. It should be searchable. It should be taggable so that group properly on one page, and it should not be very noisy. That's our experience. I do not know whether it works for you guys.
in one word is traceable.
Yeah, traceable. That's important actually.
Accountable.
This like is free, you know.
We use free, but apparently the Open
How
Australia
much you can search for free? Because
100,000,
for
100,000.
keep chat, right, it has a limited.
Same, it's the same.
Okay.
But the Open Australia guys, they get more for free.
Alright.
Open Australia guys is essentially like Sinar Project, except they started for 5 years, I think.
That's right.
Open Australia.
Group.
Oh.
They're essentially like Sinar Project, except they started earlier than us. Then, which is actually, then we are also similar like My Society, which is essentially like us, except they started 10 years before.
Yeah. We had a meeting last year of most of the groups around the world
Yeah.
in Chile.
Okay, I'm not going to show the integration because I will show you about the editing system. It's not important to you guys. It's actually important for. It might not be important to you guys.
Civic and affiliate.
Yeah, it's more important to people that actually it can be important except our old board died. The board we had something for it, but it's died, so I'm going to show you. So communication etiquette. Oh yeah. So here's the thing about open source software. When people help you, they're doing it for a favor. You're just being nice. So first rule is don't be nice to others. Be excellent to each other. As Bill and Ted say, be excellent to each other. So I think you're too young for Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
Please explain.
I'm too young.
Please explain.
Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
Wow.
Please explain.
That's like the time I still don't understand English.
Today I learned that I don't understand English.
Okay, so here's the thing about open source software. When you ask for help, be nice. It's really just that. Don't be demanding. So that's the first rule actually, because a lot of times when they help you as a favor. They do not have obligation to help you. So that's the first rule actually. Then there's a second rule. When you actually found a problem, describe it with as much information as possible. Don't worry about too much information unless it involves cats or whatnot. But step-by-step information is awesome. What browser you use, for example, what system you use, how you trigger the error. Give as much information as possible because that is how you get help. Because in the end of the day, you do not want to waste their time. Alright? So.
Well, it could happen that if, let's say, both parties talk different language.
Yeah. So don't worry about that for now. it's more important that you do your part. Important. So because use simple English. The simplest way for you to stop worrying about that kind of situation is to use simple English.
Simple English.
Simple language. Don't worry about
View
it.
and tab.
Do you have to assume that they understand some technical terms since they are
don't-
involved?
No,
Well-
you don't have to. Actually, just
Use
a clear description of how you encounter.
yeah. Don't in fact don't use technical term at all. No, it's best not to. It's best not to. It's best not to. Because it's better to. Yeah. No, actually, I plan and.
Actually, they're on time.
Yeah.
It's only 3 seconds.
Oh,
We started at 2.
Swimming can always repeat.
So yeah. So be nice. Also, when you look at a problem, do your research first. Do not waste your time. Go back to the team. Do not waste their time. If a problem already shown before, look at that first. Look at the existing solution. Because in the end of the day, this guy's doing it as a favor. So don't waste your time now. So actually, I think that's pretty much the last round.
Okay, now you can press one enter.
I'm going to show you how we take notes. I hope the communication is very useful to you, people. Sinar Project, Sinar. What's the hackpad? Do you use hackpad before?
What? You're like expecting everybody to know what it is.
Huh?
Use something like Internet.
Yeah.
Oh, you use Internet before?
Yeah.
That's very tough.
This is like a web version of Internet.
What is that?
It's like Internet.
Huh?
No, it's like Google Docs.
Okay.
Yeah, but live.
Good also like
Have you used Google
Like
Wave?
notepad,
No.
It's like Google Wave actually more.
no bad, but don't do it. I feel like
Hackpad is open source lately.
No, I thought it's built on Internet.
No,
I thought it's on the.
I don't think so. But there's an announcement that they're open source the whole thing.
It's already owned by. It's actually already owned by.
I thought it was on the back.
Are they from
Who's this German guy? Oh, okay. So here's the thing about hackpad. Okay, one of the things that we learn as we do project is as we go around is we need to share our notes, but you do not want to like we need to share our notes, but our notes we need to share our notes, but our notes is I don't remember what I want to say. We do not.
No, he's being too random already.
No, he's trying to explain things in layman terms.
Yeah. So one thing that people always complain is every time we go to the event, right, we don't share what we learn. But the thing about as we write our note, we realize one problem. We start different tool. Each of the team has different way to write notes. Okay. We have someone that like Evernote, someone that like Google Docs and all that. I mean, we just decide to randomly pick one because one of the best thing until recently, this guy actually had multiple live update at the same time. So and actually very important. So yeah, just
Demonstrate.
demonstrate.
What?
No.
You don't have to log in.
You have to sign in.
Hey, actually, I would like to still ask you to sign this
No, you don't have to sign.
because they will give their attention to sign.
so why since you're using Google Apps, why not just use Google?
Well,
But unless you feel that it's reliable, like it's scary to do.
Cool enough.
Huh?
This one only recently.
Yeah.
Actually, a good thing is this one is you can get anybody to get in.
Yeah, that's the main one. Because we should not assume that people actually need a Google.
And it's sometimes it's unlike Google Docs, it's not necessarily you're not necessarily editing the same document.
Yeah.
You actually want to just annotate the document.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Google Drive. Okay.
Yeah, because previously Google Drive do not have live update. It's only like one this year. When we started it, we did not realize that Google Drive had live update.
It always has one.
It always has
Multiple users.
Yes.
Really?
But we no idea.
I think all have started all the documentation in Google Drive since the beginning. Because
Really?
yeah.
I don't remember why I use Hackpad.
Using that.
I don't remember why I use Hackpad. Seriously.
Actually, it's from Openness. We use it in Openness.
Yeah.
In one of the conference that I attended last year, we everybody collaborate on the same document.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily. In that case, it's not limited to Google account.
Yeah.
Or Facebook, right?
Or any kind of account or email just.
Yeah.
So not everybody uses.
But this is one of the things lah.
But it's actually it's a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just a naughty question.
I don't remember why we use Hackpad. Seriously.
It's not vendor lock-in, if you want to say. If it's not vendor lock-in, if you want to say, I mean, to force it a bit.
To edit or to edit lah.
So yeah. Oh, I don't remember why.
Generally, it's a collaborative document.
Yeah. Yeah.
So means multiple people can edit the same.
Yeah. This is what we use. You can use Google Docs.
What if you don't agree with what?
That doesn't matter. Just put it in a comment.
There's a version control of. You can see what people if they type in something stupid.
Yeah.
And they deleted that. There's other people that still see it.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know like Microsoft Word, when you do let's say your assignment or your thesis, you give your supervisor to see.
Yeah.
You sometimes enable a feature called revision or changes, so you can see all the colors, different timestamp, different dates. It's the same thing. It's just like you imagine the thing or it's like your supervisor can do it at the same time, you can do it at the same time.
What do you do with this? You actually get access to view the document?
Yeah. That's the point. No, it's open for everyone.
I know. I mean the software or whatever.
Yeah.
But your document.
No. The document.
You can have control of your document.
No.
No. Oh, it's like totally open.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, some document we hide from people, but when we go out to event, as we take note, what we do is we just type it out.
So
Everybody.
Something and Harry can see and can.
That's the whole point. Because we don't use this for our financial project.
But only you do it public, you can set the document to private.
Yeah.
It's only for ours we set it to public by default, but you can set it.
Oh, that's an option.
Yeah.
That
So
means you have to give up the link to who you want to share. Right?
Correct.
At that point.
What if other people give like accurate information?
we use that's all at the crowdsourcing. Multiple people can fix the error.
But everybody has.
Because okay, put it this way, this is not a canonical source. This is recording as we. This is
As you listen.
yeah, as you see, correct.
It's more like instead of physical meetup, we write.
Yeah.
on whiteboard.
Correct.
So technical somehow like it convey that everyone meet online. Just
Yeah.
meet inside.
So this also have
very
comment.
reliable in that sense. Everyone has their own opinion.
Same applies to face-to-face meeting.
Yeah.
You argue and then you.
Yes.
Same thing, yeah.
But we use this for meeting notes, so we try not to add opinion, and there is way to add comment.
It's like.
Then you like a template, an event template.
Yeah.
Eventually is like recordable. I mean, you can go back and see you said.
Yeah.
So you said something, is it? Yeah. Then you can go back and.
Yeah.
When you speak to each other, you might forget what happened.
Yeah.
What you just spoken.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reliable in that sense, but terms of like credibility or whether
Well, we don't use this because
other people can see it.
no, other people can just add.
yeah, but then so it's other document actually. So it's email, so it's chat, so it's other thing. But we generally limit our use for certain thing. Meeting notes, not meeting notes as in meeting. We use that for as we go to a conference. There's a talk. We record down what we listen to. It's not canonical, but generally we try to, at least among the team, we generally try to keep it as truthful as possible.
Maybe
It takes
when
discipline.
he writes something and then he misses out certain point, maybe he correct and he can.
Yeah, correct. That's the whole point of having
makes
this.
it more complete.
Yeah,
So it depends on how you want to use it.
yeah.
But do you get trolls coming in?
No.
Until then.
Yeah.
No trolls yet. No, we don't.
Let me do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I actually used it when we go to the event, like we have a meeting like for open data. So they actually, the team, because they cannot make it, so they put some questions for me to ask.
Yeah.
So then as I put in some of my notes, then like Cyril or they all will comment or even ask further, hey, try to ask this thing. So then I will ask or bring up their point. So it's more interactive in that case.
Yeah.
And you open up, those people who cannot make it, they can even, it's sort of be there, they're still working and stuff, but they can always check back either later or maybe even now and say, okay, I want.
So it depends on how you want to use it. Because
Yeah.
It's more like for discussion documentation.
Yeah, but we happen also to use it for project proposal.
The type of documentation that you are
Yeah.
referring to. For discussion.
So we have one for.
It is like that, where you don't need someone to record.
Yeah. So this is.
and it's real time, right?
Yeah, it's real time.
Yeah. So another thing that we do is we add what we need. Yeah, correct. So the ODI meeting, TPPM meeting. So we actually keep track of everything down here. Yeah, so we can use it. But this is open by default, so everyone can open it without using a Google account. So that's a big plus. It just happens that we have people that don't have that. So this is what we use for our project idea. So like I've done good reporting, we don't deep into that. Orbit, software development, integration system. What the hell is that? Dash is up there, what on earth? So that's the point you see lah, but so that's what we use for. We use that for project ideas. So it's very flexible. The point for being this is that you can use the whole point of having this kind of tools is really so that you communicate better. That's the main part. Because a lot of people they just collaborate a project on WhatsApp. Worst idea ever. Okay, so having this a different option for you to actually do stuff. So for proper communication tools, multiple channels.
Not really. I don't communication. Depends. If you have a short term thing, that's fine. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
if you're keep
assignment, all we do on
track,
Facebook groups.
Facebook group is okay, but sometimes
okay,
it's just
better
missing.
than WhatsApp, I guess, but
Yeah.
still not good enough.
Yeah.
Because I think 1 year ago, they said that they allow you to keep track the years before this,
Yeah.
everything hilang.
Yeah.
What, right? So okay lah, but still very hard to
Yeah.
slow down all the way.
Correct.
Then you get search.
So yeah.
There's always better tools online now.
Yeah, so
those because of the needs.
correct. So I think if you got the time and willing to go explore around. Because we need, I think one of the things that we learn because we work with multiple group, the way to communicate is horrible. Because you need more than WhatsApp for you to talk to a team, another team. Huh?
Password.
What?
Your password.
It's called P455W0RD.
You don't have to tell it to the whole world. You don't have to tell it to the whole world. Okay.
No, my worry about experimenting all this software is that I'm not IT savvy, so I'm scared there might be bugs. And then instead, no get the work, so I cannot work. territory that I'm not knowing what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
You know? So yeah.
I think there's a balancing game.
Unless like you given us all these things, you say, oh, okay, this is good. Then, but it's just on my own, like just simply.
Well, but it's actually the fact that it's like dead taxes and software bugs. That's the certainty in software development people's life.
But I think what she's trying to say is that perhaps there should be recommendation.
Yeah, recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sinar Project
I
recommendation.
remember you want to write blog entries, right?
Oh yeah, Sinar Project doing
So I think for all these things that today that you explained, perhaps can be into smaller entries where it's like, what is a good meeting discussion tools?
Yeah.
What is a good documentation tool?
Yeah, maybe we should do that in the future. I think that's a good idea because sometimes we just have different tools. Sometimes, yeah, we just advise. Sometimes we prefer email, and some other guys like, why you hate WhatsApp? No, WhatsApp is cool once in a while, but it's like collaborate on SMS.
You can't trace rappers.
Yeah, it's like
Sometimes I just you can email it.
Yeah.
To send before I delete it.
Yeah.
So I did that sometimes, but then actually it got a lot of talk about a lot of nonsense stuff, and actually it's not that for
Yeah. So which is why on Slack we actually have a channel called Random that tell me don't show anyone. That is where we throw out random stuff. So yes.
Here can create it here.
No, I don't recommend you to put random stuff here. If you're serious about collaboration or whatnot, just use this. Make people
very
know.
serious.
Yeah.
WhatsApp is like nonsense.
Correct. So the whole idea is, yeah.
If there are some unimportant things here which you would still like to keep because you're unsure whether it should be
Well,
there,
I might just put it here randomly.
or just
Yeah.
No, I think the thing he talk about randomness is more like, hey, I want to buy something. Or I want to do something.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the project itself.
But still connected to the IT related stuff.
No, I think the random channel is.
Okay.
Right, yeah. So we can talk about like, I got this cool toy of mine.
No, you shouldn't see it.
Okay, after we off the recording, we'll show you.
No, don't.
Wait, so you would say this is better than using Google Docs?
No, Google Docs might work for you. Choose a favorite.
Choose whatever that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, so which is why I suggest that just like, experiment. I mean, we like this because it's public by default. People can read it. So which is why, because we know that this is public by default, we are a bit discreet on what we want to say. So I mean, not that we did not burn bridges, but we did. But this is with this we know how to be discreet.
So we have to create an account, then only we can see all this?
No. In fact, I didn't log in to able to read.
Oh, to read is okay, but only to
Yeah. Then
you
you
can log in through
it's like Google Docs in this case.
People can ask random questions there.
In fact, that's I'm going to show you the project. Of course, people will, but it's not like it's easy to do.
To buy the open data one.
Yeah, the open data one.
We can be anonymous and ask questions, is it?
No, I think another.
You cannot be animal.
Huh? What?
You can be animal.
The open data one.
I think there are certain settings now you set who can do what. It's quite flexible usually.
You see this one? What happened to this?
You have to run it.
You have a search button.
So you see there's a command down here. Yeah. So here. Yeah. But actually it works for us. But maybe Google Docs works for you.
Whichever is comfortable.
Yeah. But really use a proper collaboration tools. I mean, don't use WhatsApp. Don't use Facebook group. Don't even use Google Hangout for this kind of thing. Really. It's annoying to...
Swee Meng is setting his mandate.
Yeah.
Don't use WhatsApp. Right? Do you need to write it on a stone?
Swee Meng say.
Swee Meng say. Do not.
Okay, I'm pretty much done now. I think we open up question. I think open up question for you guys, and actually for people around here who have suggestions can come on. Can just raise it here.
Can you see the picture?
No. I mean, this dude already contribute a lot of open source project. The other one got a GitHub account. So yeah. So if you don't have any question, I think we can just close it.
I think it's good. Actually, I am pretty sure stuff, but I'm really illiterate in IT.
I think we should start thinking.
And like I said,
Yeah.
IT is very scary. Like there's bugs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Is usually I don't understand. So for me to freely like go and venture out.
Actually,
I don't get.
I think we should start.
Maybe if you have a strong firewall, then you don't have to worry so much.
Well, I do.
I think.
And I scared even to try all these firewalls because I kind of feel that it's actually already a firewall. It's actually a bug. And some firewall actually restrict you.
Yeah, I think we're done with it.
Protect you too much.
So that they never show the channel.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the next round, maybe not that soon, we should do an introduction to stuff.
Programming.
Introduction to stuff. I'm not so much stuff. It can be programming.
Programming.
Yeah, in fact.
Yeah.
Why not? Actually, based on the feedback, I think we should do an introduction session for Sinar marketing people. Yeah, because very obvious that's the most lacking part now.
Yeah. You're that good at okay, not everyone is that good.
You need to sell to the marketing people so that marketing people can sell.
You have to buy the hat.
Huh?
The French hat.
The artist hat.
Yeah.
Like solar, if I need to buy
I'll stop it.
No, I think they have